Hello and welcome to another review. My name is Daniel Gibson and today we're talking about Jupiter Ascending, starring Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis. This movie is set in kind of current time but in a totally different world. Mila Kunis' character is named Jupiter, and basically she comes from humble beginnings. She is the daughter of an immigrant, and her father was killed in a robbery and something gone wrong that we see on camera and is never really explained. And for me, maybe it doesn't bother you, didn't really bother my wife, but for me it was like I wanted to know the whole time what happened there, and they don't explain it. I thought there'd be some bigger thing there. Don't expect that. Kind of made it a little bit of a complaint there. Not really a spoiler, don't worry. But anyways, on to the rest of the review. So basically this movie follows Mila Kunis, and her character basically is this kind of low. Her family cleans houses, all these things go on, and then all of a sudden she's thrown into this whole galactic world in which planets are harvested and the proceeds are valued at great wealth, and all these things go on. And so that happens, and she finds out that she is the reincarnate, essentially, of an heir of all, like, Earth and all these things. And so she's thrust into this world and this dynasty that owns all these planets. And so she's kind of caught between this, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. Channing Tatum's character is sent to collect her for one of the dynasties and keep her from one of the other one of the brothers, basically, to keep from one of the other brothers and his sister. And it's a whole web of mess that you'll get into if you go see the movie. But yeah, so that's kind of the story, and from there there's this whole big battle. A lot of stuff goes on, bang bang bang, your typical movie, and this typical action sci-fi outer world movie. And everything goes down, and she you can watch the movie to find out the rest, I guess. But basically, on to my review. Basically what I would say about this movie is it falls flat for me. The movie follows, it's a cool premise. They do a good job at like really good effects in my mind. A couple times I was like, oh, that looks really fake, and I think you'll see that too. But I liked it. It was a good mix. It was a good, interesting world in that sense. Where they fell flat was the actual guts of the story, the stuff that makes it work, makes you interested in it. That was the characters. I feel like Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum were both decent in this movie, and they weren't fantastic. It's not an Oscar-winning performance or anything along the lines, but they did an okay job. I felt like their characters were just really flat, and I don't want to say one-dimensional, but they really were. They were just kind of somewhat, that you didn't really care about them. And their romance, I'm sorry, breaking a little bit here, but I think you know that from the commercials, that essentially they're the romance, and it's kind of an awkward romance. It's not, they don't have chemistry in my mind. I didn't feel it on screen, and what happened was awkward. And the whole movie is just basically like that. It just kind of falls flat. It's not that it's, well, it's kind of boring, but it's not that it's overly boring, or it's just, in my mind, it just seemed like a kind of like second-tier sci-fi movie with a first-tier budget and a first-tier talent, I guess you could say. And so because of that, it just doesn't really mesh well. You kind of expect this to be almost like a Netflix movie. That's really what I would kind of say. Like, it's all right, but I'd almost wait, because it's probably going to be on Netflix, and just wait for Netflix, because it's not really worth running out to go see. On my scale, it gets a 5. And I feel like, the reason I give it that, because, it wasn't that bad that I wanted to walk out. It's not anything I want to run out and see, or I want my collection, or anything along those lines. So yeah, on the parental guide side, it was a little bit much. There is some female and male nudity. Both are rear, and a awkward scene with the lady running around in her underwear and different things. So there's a little bit on the parental guide scene part of it, and then also there's a birthing scene that is just too much in my mind. It was a lot, but anyways, other than that, it's alright. There's not a lot of cursing or anything else going on, or any sex or anything like that, but use your judgment there. But yeah, the movie gets a 5.5 on the scale. Don't run out and see it. I'd wait till DVD or Netflix or whatever else, but it's a decent movie for what it is. So that's my review of Jupiter Ascending. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think about it in the comments. If you're going to go see it, you're not, whatever else, let me know about down below. Hey, and make sure that you keep tuned into my channel, because I'm going to be doing a new cool thing coming up here pretty soon. I don't know if you've heard of the Daniel Plan, but the Daniel Plan is this healthy eating guide written by Rick Warren. Whether you agree with him or not, or whatever else, that's not really the point. The point is, I want to get healthy, and I want you to get healthy with me. And my dream, as you know, 5 Stone Media, is to build something bigger than just Movie Year reviews and tech reviews to really build a ministry. And you know, one of the things I want to do is I want to be healthy. And so I'm going to be starting my journey here of trying to get healthy. So please tune in the channel for updates on what's going to be happening, how you can contribute and be a part of this. Great things are to come. But yeah, just be praying for me as I prepare to do this journey, and I'm going to be letting you all know every step of the way what's going on with me. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see any more from me. Thank you, and God bless. I'll see you all next video.